Masters of Success, and welcome back to TransYOURmation. I can't believe that tomorrow we will be posting the last video of this series, but I was so happy and I'm hoping that you like this series as well. Please let me know in the comments if I should do a similar series in the future. Today we will be talking about 7 stages of personal growth and changing a habit. And today I will be taking one example that I think many people still struggle with, walk you through these 7 steps, giving examples about that situation. That situation I want to mention today is actually quitting smoking. Number 1, developing awareness. So before anything, before you start your whole personal development journey or changing a habit or stopping smoking, you have to actually develop this awareness that you want to stop smoking, that you want to change something or you want to improve in life. You have to start thinking about it. It's not solid yet, you don't know exactly how or exactly what, but you start creating this awareness. Maybe you start thinking that smoking is not healthy, maybe you should quit, you know? So the first stage always starts with being aware of the problem or the situation that you want to change. Number 2 is defining what the problem or the thing that you want to change is, or the thing that you want to improve is. So if it's smoking, this would be the moment where you say, okay, the problem is me smoking and the decision that I made today is to stop smoking. So this is basically pinpointing the problem or the situation that you want to change. And it takes some time to go from awareness to actually pinpointing what the problem is. But once this is set, the other steps that I will just tell you will complete a little bit more smoothly. So you have to make sure that you're clear on what you're trying to improve or change. Number 3, taking responsibility. Of course, as everything in life, your thoughts, your reactions, your emotions, your actions, everything is your responsibility. And when you want to change something, when you want to improve something, it is also only and only your responsibility. As in the smoking example, it doesn't matter if your best friend or your husband or someone around you is still smoking. You made the decision, you're thinking about stopping smoking, and you're the only person responsible. Nobody else will help you in this process. Don't get me wrong, of course you will get support from your loved ones, but essentially it's your responsibility. And that is the one thing that distinguishes us humans from other animals, and I think you should carry that responsibility, that nice feature that we have, very proudly. Number 4, inner motivation, inner reasoning. So after you decide on what it is and after you took responsibility, you have to find 2 types of inner motivation to be able to complete your self-development journey or changing a habit or whatever it is. Number 1 is the logic part and number 2 is the emotions part. And they have to come all together inside because you might have some problems, you might have some barriers in this process. And you might need some inner motivation. And if you have this logical sense that you will change it, but you don't really feel like it, you might fail. So when it comes to smoking, you first think that logically smoking is not healthy and it will make you live shorter. So that is clear. But you also have to feel like you don't like smoking anymore, you don't love it anymore, and you really want to change and you hate being a smoker. So the emotional part and the logical part should come together inside and should form this inner motivation and the thing that will drive you to complete whatever journey you're on. Number 5 is intention, and this is actually the threshold. So basically after you do all the previous 4 steps, now it's time to set your intentions right and say that I'm going to be quitting smoking, or I'm going to be achieving this, or I'm going to be doing that, or I'm going to improve myself in this and that. Basically this is where you put all the reasoning and all the intentions behind your wish. Also, you will have to make this intention a reality by making the proper action plan, a goal-setting plan, or whatever plan that you might need depending on what you want to change. You have to make that a reality and write down all the steps that you need to take in order to accomplish your goal. Number 6 is actually taking action. Of course, after you completed your plan of action, you will have to take probably daily actions. If it's smoking that you want to change, you will have to replace it maybe with some other activity. Maybe you're gonna do some Sudoku, or maybe you're gonna start chewing a gum. Whatever that is, you're gonna replace or you're gonna add to your life or remove from your life, you have to start taking daily action. And the change is made. After you start taking action daily, already you made the change, but that brings us to the most important and final step. Number 7 is integration. That change could be something transitional. That change could be you stopping smoking for 3 months. That happens in every smoker's life, I think, who wants to stop. They stop for a couple of months, couple of years, and then they go back to it, which means they didn't really integrate the situation, the change, into their lives. So basically, after the change happens, you have to integrate it. That is who you are now, that is what you do now or what you don't do now, and that's part of your life. The more you're aware of the situation, the more you take control of this process, the more natural it will feel to not do smoking, for instance, or do whatever you want. So never forget, after a certain change, in order to make it permanent, you have to integrate that to your daily life. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow with the final episode of TransYOURmation. If you haven't watched a recent video, here's one. And if you want to watch the video that suits you the best from my channel, it's going to be linked here. And if you decide to join the family, you can click this link right here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!